The engines on Sir Topham Hatt's railway love Brendam Docks. The engines on the Fat Controller's railway love Brendam Docks. There's always lots of work to keep them busy, and they enjoy seeing new arrivals onto the island of Sodor. An exciting new arrival was an engine Cranky the crane was unloading. It was heavy. "This makes my chain ache," groaned Cranky. Sir Topham Hatt said proudly. The Fat Controller said proudly. The other engines thought Harvey looked strange. Harvey was happy to be on the ground. He didn't like dangling from Cranky's arm at all. Sir Topham Hatt said. The Fat Controller said. "What's a demonstration?" said Thomas. "Like when Thomas and I have a race," said Bertie. "Vroom, vroom." That evening, Thomas had just returned from a hard day's work. He saw Harvey parked near the sheds. Harvey could hear the other engines talking about him. This made him sad. Said Henry. Said Edward. Sniffed Gordon. Said James. "He's not taking my mail," said Percy. Thomas felt sorry for Harvey. Harvey wasn't sure he wanted to stay when no one wanted him. The next morning, Sir Topham Hatt sent the engines off to a useful day's work. The next morning, the Fat Controller sent the engines off to a useful day's work. Harvey chuffed sadly. Said Sir Topham Hatt. Said the Fat Controller. And that made Harvey feel better. Out on the branch line, Percy was having trouble with the trucks. Faster we go, pull them along, don't let him slow. Help! Cried Percy. His driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. He went off the rails at Baldy's Bridge. Luckily, no one was hurt. Bertie arrived and was pleased Percy was all right, but he was also very cross. "You've blocked the road," Bertie snapped. He was worried he wouldn't get the gentleman of the railway board to the demonstration on time. When Sir Topham Hatt heard the news, he went straight to Harvey. When the Fat Controller heard the news, he went straight to Harvey. Harvey said bravely, and he set off immediately. Harvey soon arrived and set to work. In no time at all, Percy was back on the tracks. The gentlemen of the railway board were very impressed. Harvey said proudly. That night, Harvey heard the engines talking again. This time it was different. Said Gordon. Said James. Said Percy. Said Thomas. All the engines agreed. They called. Harvey smiled happily.